Well, holy shit. Welcome to episode 20 of Low Tide. We made it this far. I think like the first episode went up April 25th, maybe? So like it wasn't too long ago. So anyway, I wanted to thank everybody who's been supporting me on this little journey that I've started. And so 20, it's a small milestone, but I'll take every one that I can get. So anyway, I was really wondering what I'd be talking about tonight. I thought, for the 20th episode that maybe I should do something special or something, but like, it's just been kind of a funky couple of days, and like I've been putting this off, and it just came to a point where like I suddenly had a little bit of energy tonight, and I thought, man, just get this over with. Just go out. You got a box out there. Just do it. So more cape shit. So I know I mentioned it on a live, on a chat on somebody's live feed a week and a half or so ago. But this is Venom number 3, the San Diego Comic-Con edition. It is a first edition as it came out the exact same day as the regular number 3, which I can't remember what the date was. But anyway, this is going ape shit in price. And it's like the market on eBay for comic books have just skyrocketed over the past, couple weeks. I don't know if it's because of all the Trump bucks and, the aid or whatever. People, are just, funneling a little bit more money into collections or speculation or anything like that. But like, prices are going batshit insane. I think it started with Miles Morales comics suddenly selling for like $800, $900. And a few other things, and like the really hot one right now is Venom number 3, the first appearance of Null, and the regular run, not the Comic-Con edition, been ungraded, selling for like $250, graded for $500 or more, something insane like that. And so I pulled this out like a week and a half ago because I thought, I'm going to go ahead and put this up for sale. Motherfuck! Yeah, the... cut! Anyway, I was going to put this on sale. I traded cryptocurrency a little bit back in around 2014, 2015. And how it would go is you'd go into little forums or, whatever, and you'd have people hyping up different cryptocurrencies. It's like, you really need to buy this coin, and because it's going to be adopted by hospitals, or it's going to help feed the poor, or something like that. It has brand new technology, and they'd get people hyped up about it. And so like everybody would start buying up these coins and start making the price suddenly go up a little bit, up a little bit, up a little bit, and then the hype beast would come in, really hyping the coin, and it'd go up, 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 and everybody's thinking, oh wow, there's going to be real world investment, and then the people who made the coin would suddenly disappear, and the people who hyped it up had sold it, and like the people who were buying it were left out in the cold, bag holding, worthless coins. And this happened to comic books back in the 90s. The death of Superman happened, and suddenly everybody thought they're going to get rich investing in comics, and comics started getting printed into millions. And suddenly when people realized that their comics weren't going to be making them rich, they dumped them all. And most comics now from the 90s are worthless. So, to today, we're starting to see comic books start to go up again. And when I say go up, I mean a lot. Whether it's Venom number 3, first appearance of Null, or whether it's Strange a Cat Strange Academy, or whether it's anyway, my whole point is that there's been a little bit of an influx of people buying first appearances and buying number ones. And the speculator market is very weird. Most comics today, the print runs are around 50,000, if that. There's probably only about 500,000 people in the United States that collect comic books anymore. You know, so like it's not sustainable. Like what's going on now wouldn't be sustainable back in the 90s. It might be a little bit more sustainable now because there's less of them. But you know, you get a lot of people going out and buying 5 or 6, maybe 10 copies of a particular issue and hoarding them. And then it's a circle jerk. It's a circle jerk. You get them and they're like, oh, this issue, this character is going to make an appearance in the movie. Well, how does that make any sense for comic book collectors? The only way that would make sense is if the idea is that somebody goes and watches a movie and think, I'm going to suddenly collect comics. There's like this hope and dream that, you know, like a character makes a first appearance in a movie or whatever, and suddenly, you know, like normie money starts flowing in. People, you know, like who don't collect comics are suddenly going to start buying comics and everybody's going to get rich. It doesn't work that way. We've had Endgame. Arguably the biggest movie, you know, like in movie history, and at least in the short term. If it were the case, you would have an absolute influx of new collectors, and it just didn't happen. You know, normies don't collect comics. Comic book collectors and speculators do. So it's a circle jerk. Basically, what the prices you're seeing on eBay are comic book collectors and speculators selling to each other. So like when they're like, oh, this person's going to make an appearance on Disney Plus, does it really matter? Anyway, my whole point is if you're collecting number ones and if you're collecting first appearances, go in with your eyes open, because I'm afraid we're starting to enter the 90s part 2. We are in an actual sequel right now. Anyway, the reason why I bring this up is, you know, it's like I saw the prices starting to go up and I thought, I'm going to put this on the market. And I took this out because I was going to photograph it because it has a small blemish here by the staple. And I was going to start photographing it, and that's when I noticed that my potentially, and it's autographed. It's autographed by Donnie Cates, you know, and it's the convention version, which there's only like 4,000 of them. You know, I come here, I went to go photograph this, and it's a white cover, so you can't see it, but you could see where, like, when the comic was printed and they were like on top of each other, maybe the ink was still, you know, like wet or whatever. But like when the comics got separated, a good portion got stripped all the way up here. And on top of that, the cover got yanked up a little. Yeah, you know, it's like I thought, wow, you know, I'm gonna make a couple $100, and you know, I'm just gonna have to send it off to CBCS and get it graded and let them, you know, go on the record for it. Anyway, enough about that. Roll 'em. Well, I had something more I was going to say after the intro, but I think I sort of shot my wad going over all that stuff in the beginning. So I'll just I'll just have to just move right on ahead. But yeah, one note, because a lot of you have been asking me why I have such a long intro. It's something I've been noticing with as a trend with TV and other things that, programs don't have theme songs or intros anymore. It used to be, you'd have just like this wonderful, intro with song or whatever. And so that's the reason why I do it. And even, Angry Video Game Nerd, I don't even think does that anymore. So it's like I just like an intro. I think for me it's a personal preference. I don't like it that you go on Netflix and skip the intro to whatever show you're watching. I think that there's a certain finesse, and while I'm not saying my intro is the best thing in the world or whatever, the music is awesome, thank you, Seth, but it's a personal preference and I'm going to stick with it. So and I'm going to start changing up how the intro is done, almost like a season by season type thing. But anyway, for tonight's episode, I am going for a couple episodes I've unboxed what is called the Baller Box from Silverback Graphics, and I had haven't done one in a while, and this time I picked up the regular Silverback Box, and he's really updated in how his boxes look, there's graphical and everything, and it's got an extra box on there, so I got a slab that I'm looking in here. But yeah, so it's always exciting when you see something like that. I'm not a slab collector, but I'll take them. It's particularly if it's something that displays well. Just a note about my experience with the Baller boxes is that what I find with his boxes, they tend to be more geared towards readers or collectors. I don't really see any major keys or anything like that, but that suits me just fine, because that's exactly what I'm doing, is I'm building up a collection and I like to read. So anyway, let's not fuck around. Let's just get right into this. So God damn it, what the fuck am I doing? Okay, so this is why I usually open up the mystery boxes before I start shooting, because this sort of stuff right here, adds authenticity to opening up a box, is really tedious, and it's just kind of a bitch to edit around. So anyway, got a sticker this time, the Silverback Box, the Silverback Graphics holographic sticker. That's pretty good. I don't know exactly how many comics are in the Silverback Box, so we'll just have to take a look. So anyway, let's just do this. I'm a little bit off my game, can't you tell? Anyway, I need to make some space here. So Creepy #1 by Dark Horse Comics. I love this cover. Really reminds me of those old famous monsters magazines and stuff, like Eerie magazine, all that stuff. That's a great cover. Hawkeye. Hawkeye versus the Abomination. Solo Avengers #12. I'm not going to throw it. I'm not going to throw it. Alright, let's see. Bad Rock and Wolverine, an Image Marvels crossover. So, yeah, very cool. I could care. No, it's not cool. It's Wolverine with the stupid ass bone claws. Fuck that. All right, so what we have here, we have the Ultimates 2, number 1. Gods and Monsters. This is like a sketch variant or some shit. Yeah. The whole yeah thing is starting to catch on. You know, I'm gonna do it soon. I'm not exactly sure when. I want to get like a little bit better of a webcam, but like on Facebook, I've noticed a bunch of my friends have started to catch on to the whole yeah thing, and there's like a whole history behind that. And I thought that would be a good subject matter for like a live stream someday. I'm going to be scheduling some live streams soon. We'll approach the yeah one later, but there's an entire history that goes back like nearly 25 years. So, but anyway, let's move on. We have Dead Man. God, I love Neil Adams expressions. I always do. But this is a glow in the dark cover, and it's Dead Man number 1. Neil Adams, he always does Dead Man. So there's that, and then Captain America and the Invaders number 1. Looks like an MMB. So that's that. And then, oh yeah, this is a classic cover. This is from the Death of the Family. That cover right there, where Joker, back the new 52 Joker. So yeah, I'm really happy to have that. So, and then finally we have Archie versus Predator 2 San Diego Comic Con edition. So yeah, I'm happy to have that too. So okay, dude, like you sold me each and every time with your boxes so far. I really can't complain. And I like the upgraded box. So now, the slab. All right, let's do that again. Now, the slab. I have no idea. And I had dropped this earlier, so I really hope I didn't crack this. But anyway, I have no idea what this is. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You know, it's like I know everybody likes their 9.8s and all that stuff, but like, I just like books that display well. I'm not a fan of slabs, but if you're going to give me a slab, this is exactly the kind of slab you give me. Look at that. Champions number 1. That's first appearance of the Champions. Pretty sure about that. You know, you got Ghost Rider, Angel, Black Widow, Iceman, and Hercules. That's badass. See, that's the kind of thing I like to have slab. You know, it's a 4.5, but who cares? I mean, like, people get hung. I go on YouTube, and you got people, you know, like, they send out, you know, like, their slabs. They send out their comics to get slabbed, and then they unbox them, and then they're like, you know, it's like they get all excited when it's a 9.8, but then it's like, if it's a 9.6, you know, it's like, oh man, you know, it's like you think that like somebody just shat in their shoes, you know. But I really don't have much more to say. The guy from Silverback Graphics, he's got a new box that he's beta testing that's completely geared towards readers. You know, it's not geared towards keys or anything like that. It's geared towards obscure books and things like that. And considering what I'm getting out of this guy's boxes. I'm going to give it a shot. So that'll be coming up sometime this month. I have no idea what my next, I'm out of boxes at the, I know I have like 1 or 2 coming, or I might even have one in the garage that I haven't opened up yet. I have no idea what my next, what my next video will be. Maybe it'll be a movie review or something. I got like these cabinets up that I have in this garage. There's not tools or anything in these cabinets. Only thing I got up in these cabinets is I got books and I got VHS tapes. And I think if I could get like a capture card, a decent capture card, maybe I'll start doing some VHS reviews or something like that. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna get a decent webcam to start doing some live streams. I think like sometime within the next couple weeks, we're gonna just start out small. What I think I'm gonna do is like once a week, I'll unbox something and read a chapter from my book. I don't have an audio book or anything, but like we could sit down, we could chat it up, and we could like maybe hear a little bit of my book and go through it chapter by chapter. Maybe somebody might like to buy a copy or something. So anyway, I already taking the gloves off because I'm done. It's hot. So I recorded something. I got myself something to edit, and I'll see you soon. I have no idea when the next video will be. Probably a week from now. All right. See you next week.